Welcome back to the city project on my Let's Play. As you can see, we got a new building. Buildings, things, a tower, water tower, maybe water? I don't know. I decided to build off cam for a little bit because I needed a little me time to figure out what I really wanted here. And I came up with it. We got some sort of small factory that we're going to be putting kelp in. Now, I couldn't decide if I wanted to spell kelp out of blocks like slabs and stairs or do this trick. But I didn't know. Is this gonna be too no, that's perfect. I'm not putting it right there, but I'm trying to, oh yeah. And I was thinking of putting a space and putting CO, like Kelp Company, or Kelp Co. Might do that. But yeah, as you can see over here, I'm beginning to design those classic street buildings. I don't know what you call them, but I'm really starting to get into texturing. As you can clearly tell, these buildings have lots of different blocks in them. And I had to take my time on these. These just fronts took forever to come up with, but here they are. Still got to build the backs and all that. But as you can see, the street is starting to turn this way, and that is what this street is going to be lined with on this side. And we're going to have a few buildings on this side. And I really like the way this building is turning out. It's kind of that dystopian vibe I was talking about I really wanted to go for. And I love this like water tank detail here. If you squint your eyes, the clay actually looks like a shaded version of the white concrete, so it almost looks like a rounded object. The outside of this is pretty much well built. I'm using lots of cauldrons and hoppers too because I love the metal look, but it's very expensive. But I want to go ahead and throw in some automated kelp farmers inside of this. Whoa, what? It's going to be very confusing to explain, but here's my automated kelp farm I'm going with, but in bedrock, bug rock I should say, these are all water source blocks right here. But when the pistons activate, I hear this weird block breaking sound, kind of like the sound of breaking stone. It's the sound of these pistons getting rid of this water source block all along here. So whatever piece of kelp it breaks, it will no longer float up and flow this way because this is no longer a water source block, so they all just float here. But when one finally grows like this, like that right there, they all turn into water source blocks again, then the kelp floats up and goes in here. Now it's got me one, okay. Yeah, see? Now look, they'll all sit here and do nothing. But now if we watch closely, one of them grows and updates all of these, therefore harvesting the kelp, therefore I'm gonna keep it. Okay, I should probably update you guys. I kind of get into my groove where I just work and like realize I'm supposed to be recording this. Got everything cleaned up off that power plant. Don't have things there anymore. I've been mainly working in the Kelp Company. I actually really like that. I think that fits super well there. But yeah, out back, like I said, I didn't really mention this a whole lot, but yeah, I got a water tower here. I was thinking about making another one, but as you can see, I'm starting to fence it off a little bit, just to make this look like a little alleyway down the back. Got some gates open here. This is now where I'm storing all my stuff as we build this city. Just make it look like a little garage of some sort. Ooh. I love the idea. I like sounds, so it's really cool thinking that a lot of these buildings are going to have automatic farms. There's just going to be sounds. It's going to sound like a busy city. Yeah, ignore this front. I'm still really working on this, but yeah, I'm just setting up the inside here. So we have 2 farms on each side, and trust me, this doesn't look like a lot considering it's a factory, but this will yield us so much kelp, more than we need. And the reason I'm building this place is because I was building a little kelp section right there and I realized I don't have any. But yeah, I have 2 different set staircases here. This one will go up to the boss's office who runs this factory, which will be, of course, one of you guys. We'll see who that will be. Could put something here. I was thinking about putting a window here. Maybe some sort of like engine of some sort, but I'm just now starting to work on this down here. This is going to lead down to the collection area. So I'll do just that. It is the next day. I'm just doing my thing. I'm currently running around my world gathering resources. Got my cobbled deep slate, getting some stuff here. Came in here because I thought there might be some deep slate, or not deep slate, diorite in here. There's a few. If you remember, this is my old slime farm. I made this so poorly because I had to come in here and AFK right there to get slimes to spawn. So I never thought of this being a full-time slime farm while I was away. And I looked at them, I'm like, wow, you're pretty beaten up. Then I looked down here, and I noticed slime wasn't even going in the hopper. I was like, wow, is this thing messed up? But then I looked inside the chest. What on earth? How? It makes me wonder how much slime I'm actually missing out on, because how is this even possible, guys? Think about it. I'm not working around home, ever. I'm not working at home at all. The only times I come home is to gather resources. If I think about, oh, I did work on my pink tree out in my front yard for a while, but that's so high up. I don't get how that can spawn all this way down here. I'm at level 11. I need to borrow this for a second. Do you know how much slime this is gonna give me? I am so happy. I don't know how this happened, but I'm so glad that I made this farm now. This is nuts. Look how much slime blocks I have now. I kind of want to make a slime factory tower in the city and just lead it down to a slime farm like this. And there's no way all this happened when I was working on my sewers down here next to the train, because the train is so far away that it would not, look how far I have to go. And it's way down there. There's no way slimes would spawn that far. Just an interesting thing I came across back to work. The kelp company is officially open. I decided to keep this front face of it where it passes the street. Pretty simple because it's just a factory. There's nothing special about it. I really like the simplistic look. I might surround the window. No, I don't know. I kind of just like that simple window there too. But yeah, just put the logo up here as well. The inside's fairly basic as well. Like, I wanted this very simple factory look, so I just went with deep slate. I mean, I didn't do a whole lot of texturing in here either, which I probably should. Made a little receptionist spot there. I don't remember what I showed you last, but yeah, this is the boss's office. Put a bed in there. Maybe we might put someone in here today. Most likely will, because this place is ready. I just haven't put anyone in the main Creeper Enterprises tower yet because it's so high up, and I haven't even designed that office yet. But yeah, this leads down here to this collection point. Looky there. Already got that much kelp just from working on this place. Once I start getting more kelp, I'll start putting piles of kelp in here like it's ready to be shipped out. Also made a city planner book. I'm starting to write down all my ideas in here. I just now made this, so yeah. Yeah, you saw that? SSC headquarters. Eventually, I want to make a tower even taller than the Creeper Enterprise building, but make it almost in this style. Just like out there, maybe in the center of the city, just the tallest skyscraper. But anyway, let's work on this road a little bit. It needs some work. So over here is where most of it is done, but it's still all cobbled. Now I want to place in normal deep slate sideways, not right side up, because it adds this texture I really like that breaks up this pattern. And also polished deep slate, I got a feeling it'll look like maybe a patch in the road. Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, actually yeah. And once we get into the city area, I can start putting campfires under certain grates to make it look like smoke blooming up. Okay, we are getting stuff done. Look at here, fire. I went with crimson trapdoor. I think that looks the best with deep slate. Or a white trapdoor would probably look good. But what I worked on next is these buildings. These are completely filled up on the outsides, and this took so many resources. May not look like it, but this is a tall building. So these sides, for example, that's a lot of that's a lot of concrete. It's just a lot of blocks in general. Same around this side. They look a little ugly around this side, but we won't mess with these until we start making like alleyways back here. So I'm probably going to put gadgets like air conditioners on this. There's not going to be windows. Well, yeah, I could probably plop in a few windows. But this place, for example, I'm still messing around with this bit, just here for now as a placeholder. I got a bunch of floors built in here, and I used 2 windows per floor because there's lots of floors. Don't know what this place is going to be at all either. I made it out of white because I wanted this to look like an office building for, you guessed it, Slime Science Center. Maybe like, perhaps put SSC somewhere on the building. And then we got this one. These look more like junky apartments. And I think I want to try to build in some air conditioners on the outside of this. So let's try that. Okay, what would look better? We can try, maybe something like that. That could look like an air conditioning. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, I guess. Or we could do a little something like this. Now, I know you actually can make these vertical without power. So what you would do is power it first, and as it's vertical, you would have to push it with a piston to the spot you want, and then it'll stay vertical. And there's so many things I want to do with these trapdoors that are all vertical, but that process just seems like it'll take for an eternity. And I don't know if I want to do all that. So I always use these for substitute, even though they're a little too yellow. What's this one look like? God dang it. Oh, I love how you can put this in your offhand, but oh no, you can't use it. What a great addition. Actually, yeah. I kind of like that one a little bit more. Or both of them. Throw in some iron bars too. I think that'll finish the look. How does this look? Yeah, look at that. It just adds so much detail to that front face already. I'm not really going to design the inside of this yet. I want to go ahead and make a third. I probably won't build the whole thing, but I want to make a third front face building right here. See what I can come up with. I've been in my test world for a little while, trying to design this next building. I came up with like 4 different building designs, specifically 9 wide. These aren't 9 wide. These are a little bit wider, but I came up with one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I came up with one I really like. It's not even like a building with a lot of windows. It's a very brutalist looking one. Again, I'm only probably going to build the front face of this just to get an idea, and then we can decide what we want to go in it. I might as well build it with you guys, so I'm going to use all light gray concrete powder first, and then we're going to run through and texture it. I wonder how high it should be. It's going to be shorter than this one. Probably, yeah, about the same height. Right there. Know what I'm really upset about? And I just now figured it out. I did all of this texturing on the side of this building, right here. Created that kind of cool look to have it all covered up by the next build. What was I thinking? Well, lesson learned, I guess. Because I'd prefer that all to be white, which it can be now for the inside, because, well, no, I'll keep it textured in here. Dang it. Oh, I'm not paying attention. I had 30 of these. Oh, and then I put 20 of these in here, expecting to get 20 stairs, and then I just shift-clicked it, and I got a lot of stairs. Oh, I spent so long letting all those oxidize. Well, okay. Yeah, we're mixing in some copper, some oxidized copper. So the front entrance here is actually going to be like a garage door. And I'm actually going to be mixing in some acacia wood too, so. Odd complaint in this game, but this is considering, it's a brick. It's like a stone, but why don't we have walls for this, you know? Same as like purpur, there's no purpur walls. I feel like they need to add a lot more wall variants to the game. Okay, got a garage door there. Do not like that green glass, don't want to change that. But right about up here, I'm gonna make an orange catwalk that wraps around this side of the building. Okay, and how does it look? Walking around this corner. Hey, you know what? I like it. It adds in a little bit of color to this very bland environment. Don't worry, we're going to be playing with a lot of colors very soon. The more we get into this city. Guys, this is barely the start of this city. I hope you realize that. Yeah, I'm really loving this turn right here. Again, I might just keep this empty until we decide what we want to put in it. I'm probably going to do all kinds of little farms, such as this kelp one. Who knows? We also can do wool with sheep. Do melon farms. There's tons of farms in the game, so I have no shortage of that. Again, I only did the front side, but that's kind of the idea I was going for, and I like it. So, as I said, I'm going to build another building here, but I think I'm going to even build another one, because I built a couple in my test world. Yes, I think this looks better at this stage, to be honest. It matches that more, too. Oh, yeah. Look at that. And as well, do a little something like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that building's really come together. Okay, so the building here is going to be actually, I think, my future clothing shop. So it's going to be about as tall as this one, maybe as skinny as this one. But this one I'm gonna have a gap in between, mainly because I have a bridge up there, but I also want to have an alleyway down this way. In this next building, I came up with something really cool. We'll build that one afterwards. At my classic mesa, gathered all this. I built my house out of this mesa right here. I'm depleting this part over here pretty drastically. I'm also out collecting some of this because I am tired of killing squids, let me tell you. Just use this for the light gray concrete. House's hangout house. Did I leave a bed? I didn't! Fine. I'll use my bed. Is that a trapdoor mess? No. Okay, I got the building done. I think it turned out all right. I like the kind of pinkish color of this one. This one might be my clothing store, like I said. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I still haven't put in the details in all these buildings that I want. So, for example, up here, I want to put another one of my fans, but instead of using the birch trap doors like I did on that building over there, I want to try this. Okay, is it as simple as this, I wonder? That's not how you do it. Okay, maybe I need to put it away like that. Oh God, if this is how you have to do it, I don't know if this is worth it. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right, and then you can get rid of this and it stays. Oh, I love vertical iron trap doors without having to power them. But this process sucks. I'll do it for this fan though. No, no, why did that just go down? Son of a, guess I should have went top to bottom first. There, one side done. Was that worth it? Not really. Yeah, that detail was definitely worth it though. Okay, one other part I neglected was the top of this roof. I want to put a lot of stuff up here. Oh, got two little smokestacks. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's put that on the front of the building here. What does it look like from below? Oh gosh. So the reason I haven't filled this with villagers yet is because I was afraid if I do that, it will decrease my creeper spawns during the day. But I don't know if villagers affect mob spawns, do they? Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm seeing how far you can detect redstone torches. You can see them really far. Wait a minute. Oh, I did turn up my simulation distance. Does that count? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I love that look on that building, though. Looks very corporate. Ooh, and I love how that motel sticks out there, too. Oh, and I love the smoke coming up. Oh, it's all coming together. I love it. Oh, I need to start thinking about street lights. I'm gonna make them a little futuristic. Well, not really. They're just gonna be the kind that overhang the street a little bit. Might use sea lanterns. Let's try that now. Okay, let's go at nighttime. It's perfect timing. But these are the lights I came up with in my test world. I really like these because I use an all dark material and it almost looks like just a simple fluorescent light bulb, which matches this vibe of the city so well. I tried using sea lanterns, but there was no way to make it look good without it being super bulky and out of place. Because remember, this isn't a road for cars. This is a footpath for me and the villagers. So, ooh, I forgot this gives off light. I don't know if I like that. I really want my city streets to be dark, and the only thing lighting it up are these street lights and neon signs, but because I want to give this city the vibe like it's a night city, like, you know, you want to be out at night. Speaking of neon signs, I really need to start designing some, because I want some glowing signs, but yeah, it doesn't give off a whole lot of light, but, and it's I'm definitely have mob spawns in the city, which I'm okay with. I did just have a dumpster here. What was I supposed to do next? Something. I get distracted very easily. I did have it right there, but this green terracotta it looked a little too out of place. And it's next to the main road. You don't put dumpsters next to the main road, so right here I think should be fine, right? Does that look good? I don't know if I like that there either. Son of a crap. I don't know. There you go. Go into your new office. You know you'll like it. Just go. Go up the order. Okay, you didn't have to do that. That's your chair. All right, now I'm gonna see if the process of getting this guy's profession to stay here is gonna be even worse. And this time I'm gonna make sure I get rid of all cauldrons nearby. And if he still takes, oh no. Oh no, I got all those cauldrons. I'm gonna get rid of him. If he still takes one miles away, this game sucks. No. How did I mess? You know what? No. I'm keeping it. I got rid of every cauldron I could think of, but I forgot about the plants in here. And you know what? I'm glad he took that one because it looks like he is just watering his plants. Good luck, buddy. Wait, before I go, we gotta name you. All right, sir, you are going to be David Zabrowski. I'm not gonna put a title in front of his name because he's just simply a boss man that works at the Kelp Company. Yeah, there we go. This is how I keep track of him, by the way. I just put a dash and usually where they are. We're getting a lot of them filled up in here. I need to check on Ryan Browning because we put him there at the power plant not too long ago. Stop opening your chair. I'm gonna have to change that. Mainly curious if he has survived all this because I have been playing on hard difficulty the whole time I've been over here, but I've made his office pretty bulletproof. At least I think I have. I don't know. The lights are off. Dang it, Ryan! Why were the lights off? I could have swore I left them on. What a waste of a name tag. Okay, don't worry. I'm not gonna see, so that's the thing I do in this world, by the way. If a villager dies, they die. The donor villagers. That's just a part of life. But if it's like that, I'm definitely gonna put him back because mobs were able to spawn in there, which really sucks. So, sorry, I'll get you back in there soon. Oh my god, I just now realized how much of a process it was getting him up there because I had to make a huge elevator. Oh, god. Ryan Browning, you might go somewhere else. This might just be an abandoned factory. I gotta decide. Speaking of donor villagers, might as well go ahead and do this. We have one new person that made it in the book. Evan Sills with a huge donation. Thank you. You made it on the wall, and like I said, you will eventually become a villager in my city, most likely, because this is all my focus is on. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but all I can imagine is making a huge, huge city. Bustling with automated farms, giant factories, and just villagers everywhere. It just seems so fun. But yeah, we got some more donos as well. Thank you, Evan. That is very kind. Nathan Remy with a kind donation. Thanks, Nathan. And Milton Olson with a kind donation as well. Thank you guys all so much. Alrighty, everybody. I will go ahead and end this one here with the comic question of the day from Lucas Onimus. Interesting last name. What is a job or profession that you think you would enjoy? And why do you think you would enjoy it? Being a full-time YouTuber? I mean, it is something I really enjoy. I mean, heck, I get to play one of my favorite games. Sometimes I just don't stop and realize that. I'm just now seeing this for the first time, the ray tracing. But yeah, sometimes I don't stop and realize that I am actually working a job so many people would dream to have. But that goes for anything, really. I mean, once you do it for such a long amount of time, it just kind of becomes a very normal and tame thing for you. Ooh, this looks cool. Which I'm not downgrading it at all. Like, I love this job, but there's other things I would like to do as well, such as like forest management, wildfire management, things to do with like the forest and outdoors I've always loved, and I still may even do that one day if YouTube doesn't work out. But, oh, hello, David Zabrowski. How's business? Your office looks cool. Why does that glow? Huh. Yep, go water your plants. Ooh, I love this view right here. Just this office gives a vibe that you're in a big city right now. You just look down out into the streets. You just see other buildings across the street. Oh, I can't wait for this place. This is gonna be so cool. And don't worry, each and every one of these buildings are gonna have a use too. I am gonna have filler buildings, but I want them all to have interiors and eventually have a use. Speaking of, I forgot to build that building I said I was really excited to build. I'll just go ahead and tell you. Oh no, know what? No. I'm gonna save it for next episode. It's another one of these types, but it's very interesting. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, everyone. I hope it reached 30 minutes. I don't know. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.